Hello everyone, my name is Khansa Mumtaz, and in this video, I will be reviewing an employment contract between Illinois American Water Co. and William Smith. This contract outlines the terms of employment as a marketing manager. Here are some introductions into the contract. The type of contract is employment contract. It is an agreement between Illinois American Water Co. and William Smith. The effective date is March 5th, 2019. You can access the contract link to make it easier for you to understand. Let's go to the detail. The first thing is about contract overview. The details of the agreement were effective on March 5th, 2019. William Smith is a company located at Chicago, USA, hereby hires Illinois American Water Co. as its marketing manager. The employee agrees to serve in that capacity for 3 years, starting on March 5th, 2019 and ending on the date, at which point the employee's employment may be terminated in accordance with the termination of agreement clause. Next is about performance of duties. The employee agrees to focus fully on their duties and the employer's business interests during working hours. The employer will not assign tasks outside the typical scope of the position or unexpected responsibilities. However, the employer may modify the employee's duties or role through reorganization or promotion. Any salary adjustments due to changes in responsibilities or position will be at the employer's sole discretion. Okay, next is about duties and responsibilities. A list of employee job duties and responsibilities and detail includes development, identification, support, creation, organization, understanding, construction, evaluation, research, handling, and communication. So, there are 16 lists of employee job duties and responsibilities. Compensation and benefits. In line with the terms and conditions of this agreement and during the employee's employment, compensation for his services will be as follows. The employee will receive a monthly salary of $2,500 with monthly evaluation and rate increases as deemed suitable, and this amount will be determined by the supervisor of the employee. And for the paychecks will be issued as follows. 1. Twice monthly paychecks will be issued on the first and 15th day of each month. 2. Employees will be entitled to other comparable benefits of employees in similar rank and position. Confidentiality and authorities' disclosure and remedies. During and after employment, the employee must not disclose, use, or remove confidential information related to the employer's business or affiliates obtained during employment. Confidential information includes copyright materials, costs, invention, and technical matters, excluding publicly available information. The employee cannot copy or alter confidential information without written consent and must return all such materials upon termination. And a breach or threat to disclose confidential information allows the employer to seek an injunction and legal remedies for resulting damages. Violating these terms may result in immediate termination and cessation of payments. As such, breaches could cause irreversible harm to the employer. Next is about amendment of agreement, termination of agreement, and notices. Any changes to this agreement must be in writing, agreed upon by both parties, and include a start date for the modifications. The employment period ends under these conditions. 1. Termination by either party, employer or employee. 2. The employee's death. 3. For cause such as gross misconduct or breach of the agreement. If either party wishes to terminate the contract, the employer must give at least 5 days written notice, and the employee must give at least 7 days written notice. all notices must be sent in writing via registered mail to the employee's address or the employer's headquarters. Compliance with employer's rules, return of employer property, and non-assignment. The employee agrees to follow all employee rules and the code of conduct. Upon termination of employment, the employee must return all company property, including keys, access cards, company cards, ID, computers, credit cards, and related documents. The employer has the right to seek legal remedies for any losses caused by the employee's failure to return these items. Additionally, the employee's rights under this agreement cannot be claimed by creditors or transferred in any way. Ownership of social media contacts, ownership of intellectual property, and successors. The employer retains exclusive ownership of all social media connections, such as followers or friends gained through platforms like email, Twitter, Facebook, or others used on the employer's behalf. If the employee creates any intellectual property during employment, they must inform the employer, and all rights to such work belong to the employer. The employee waives all moral or similar rights related to any copyrightable work created during employment globally, applying to the employer, its successors, and authorized third parties. This agreement is legally binding on the employer, including its successors or assigns, even if the business is acquired through sale, merger, or other means. Okay, the last part is about entire agreement, severability, applicable law, copy of agreement, and in witness whereof. This agreement represents the complete and final understanding between the employer and employee, with no additional promises or conditions beyond what is stated here. It replaces any prior written or verbal agreements between the parties. If any part of this agreement is found to be invalid or unenforceable, only that specific part will be affected, while the remaining provisions will remain in full effect. This agreement will be interpreted and enforced in accordance with the laws of the state of Illinois. The employee confirms receipt of a copy of this agreement, which has been signed by both parties, reflecting their mutual understanding. The employee has signed this document, and the employer has authorized its execution on its behalf, confirming their agreement as of March 6, 2019. So, in conclusion, this agreement comprehensively outlines the terms of employment, including responsibilities, compensation, confidentiality, intellectual property rights, termination provisions, and legal obligations. It emphasizes compliance with company policies, protection of confidential information, and return of a company property upon termination of employment. This agreement is governed by Illinois law and is legally binding on both parties. Okay guys, that's all for the detailed review of the employment agreement. I hope what I have said in this review can help you understand an employment contract. Thank you for your listening.